Alright guys, fastest video ever here. This is on a 2016 Mercedes GLE63s. The lower trim here by my finger started peeling. This is actually the old piece. And as you can see, peeling, screwing up my hand, all that stuff. I guess nobody works on these cars other than the shop because I couldn't find the video anywhere. So what I did was I started the car and I turned the wheel that way so I could access, I don't know if you can see them, but there is one screw here and one screw here. That is a T20 Torx bit. Okay, so get yourself a T20. You're going to take both of these screws off. No need to remove the airbag, just so you know. Take both of these screws off. Now the back part, okay, if you see this line, you're going to need to take something thin that you can pry these apart. And you don't want to use a screwdriver or you're going to screw up the other half, the back half, if that's not the piece that's screwed up. So behind the AMG symbol, once you get this pried back, you're going to be scared to pull this off. But don't be scared to pull this off. There's two little prongs in the back that go on the other side of this. We'll say they're right here. So once you get this part pried back, you're going to need something for leverage here. What I did is I took this little, nail clipper, and I just used this part because it didn't look like it would cut or scratch anything. And I just went like this and pried it apart. And then I went to the other side of this. I went underneath here and I pried that up, okay? And then eventually it just poop popped out. Now once you get that thing off, the whole back part comes off first, not the front. Then you're going to be left with this. Normally there would be an AMG symbol on the top, just like you see here, same piece. So as you can see, kind of follow this, right? There's going to be two more screws. You're going to remove these two screws next. Okay? From the back, you're going to see those. You'll only see those. But on this side, guess what? There's two more screws that you'll see on the other side of here. Now there's two inner holes. There's two outer holes. So you'll probably forget when you go to put it back on, but the outer holes are the ones that hold the screw, and the inner holes are the ones that hold the other half of this thing. So I want you to think of it as the equivalent to these two little doohickeys that go in the hole. So again, look, see these two holes? Guess what's going in there? The other side of these. But on this side, you're just going to see two little leather things. Feel free to drop me a line. It was super frustrating for me. I didn't want to pay a mechanic to do some dumb little plastic part. I'll find out what years this car is, and I know I kind of already did it, so I'm just walking you through it, but I hope that gives you an idea. So again, two back parts. Once you flip the wheel around, you'll find the two screws, one in the back, one in the back, T20 Torx bits. And once you remove them, you got to use something to pry this apart. Shimmy this front part off. This is where it's tight. You don't need glue. There's already a little glue on there, but you really don't need it. And then you take the two screws off the back of this. Boom, boom. And then these two, boom, boom. Slap that back on. Start with these two outer screws. Then these two. Pop this guy back on and put the last two screws back in. Thanks, guys. Like my video or whatever they say. Thanks.